Let's bust out some Vikings 2022 predictions. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus, and the season is on the cusp of finishing all over the place. So it is time to bust out our 2022 predictions. Studs, turds, busts. We're talking them all.
All kinds of fancy predictions we're going to make in this show, and I don't know. I think we nailed every one of them. To be honest with you,
yeah, we're
and let's just
100%.
Just to be clear, I have mine, you have yours. We don't know what each other picked. This is completely going to be, the reactions will be honest and true. Speaking of honest and true, if you want yourself an honest and true beer, hit up Liftbridge Brewing Company, either at the facility in Stillwater. I think they're open today, Labor Day, ready for you to come in and drink yourself silly if you have to go back to work tomorrow. And also find their beer in liquor stores across the state.
Yeah, it's a holiday, so anything's fair game. Drink until you fall asleep.
That's right. Where do you want to start, Onebar, with these predictions slash?
Let's start off
awards.
With a little bit of a feel-good story. Let's start off with comeback player of the year, and just to be clear, like my version of a comeback doesn't mean he was injured or missed a bunch of time. It's just like this guy's gonna put himself back on the map.
Mine was that he was injured and he's gonna come back, and they're gonna probably have a movie on him on Disney Plus next week. Because mine, I'm gonna go right ahead. I'm gonna take it. I'm taking it. I'm feeling aggressive. It's Irv Smith Jr. He's going to finally string together a full season. He's going to be amazing. And now the Vikings will have a very, very difficult decision at the end of the year whether to extend him or not. Can they trust him to be healthy moving forward? I don't know. But this year, he's going to blow. He's going to live up to expectations finally.
Wow. I like that. I love it. I hope it happens. It's very clear that down the list we may disagree on something. But I'm going Cam Dantzler. I mean, guy started 10 games as a rookie. 7 games last year. Mike Zimmer absolutely just must have hated this guy. I think he comes back this year and is just a big screw you. He's like, I should have been out there. And I think he's not only going to play, but he's going to play damn good. He's going to make it real tough for Booth to see that field.
His movie will probably be like on Flickr, one of those really bad stations.
I've never heard of Flickr. That sounds like an adult website.
I think that's one of those free apps you get like on a Roku or something.
I got Cam Dantzler, and as always, comments. We want to see who you are predicting for some of these. Let's go to Sneaky Contributor Award. Who is a player that sneakily is going to get out there probably more than we think and do a good job?
I had 2. I wonder if we are going to end up with the same guy, but I'll let you go first on this one.
I'm going rookie Brian Asamoah. I think he's going to be sneaky, whether it's special teams, getting out there on passing plays, running all over the place, and also got to think, I mean, these 2 inside linebackers, one of them goes down. Asamoah is out there instantly, and I'm very excited for him.
I think your contributions were a little more bigger than mine were with my selection. I went with tight end Johnny Munt. Johnny Munt is going to get a catch here and there. I'm going to think he's going to average at least 2 catches a game. He's going to be 34 receptions, 260 yards, a couple touchdowns. Johnny Munt. He's going to have a very minimal role in this offense, but he's going to have a role. He's going to be a sneaky contributor.
Yeah, we're going to have the Munt report on every live post-game show. The Munt report, how Johnny Munt did. Grade him.
Absolutely, we will do that. It'll be a great segment. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, and even if Asamoah doesn't get out there as a linebacker, I think he's going to be one hell of a special teamer.
Yeah, my runner-up was Ty Chandler. He was right there too.
All right, well let's go with another positive award. Let's go with Breakout Player.
Wow, last year, no doubt, it was KJ Osborne. This year, I think it's going to be this guy, Patrick Jones, the second backup outside linebacker. He'll come in certain situations, and I loved what he did in the preseason. He wasn't always making the play, but he was making all the pressure happen. Him and T.Y. McGill were one of the best preseason tandems we've ever seen in our lives. And I think it's going to continue. I think Patrick Jones is going to have himself a solid little year here in a contributing role.
Yeah, we should just call this the KJ Osborne Award. Get some sort of trophy to hand out to these guys way outside the stadium. Yeah, I think you're right. He was my next guy up. It was very tough not to pick him, but I wanted to go a little nutty here. I'm going brand new wide receiver Jalen Reagor. Jalen Reagor is my Viking breakout player, and my expectation, my definition for breakout player for him is just, I mean, he's still going to be that number 4 receiver, punt returner, but The Vikings are finally going to dig in and do what the Eagles should have done with this guy and go deep to him. He's not going to have these huge numbers, but he is going to make Vikings fans very excited at what we gave up for him and show a little, maybe something a little bit for the future.
Yeah, he's got, the best quarterback he's ever played with now, throwing him the football, very accurate. So the only thing there is they got to build some rapport together. I don't think it'll take too long. And yeah, some deep shots to Rager. Why not? That was a good one. Very, he went deep and I liked it. I liked the way it felt.
He's average. His best is 12.8 yards a catch for a season. You're going to double that thing. Balin, go deep.
Wow. All right, let's dip into some maybe not so positive ones. Not so positive one. Let's start with let's do the biggest offseason regret. What are the Vikings going to regret the most? The move they made this offseason just to come back and bite them in the ass.
Mine's lame, so I'll let you go first. Mine's very broad.
Mine's not broad, but mine also could be lame. I'm going to say cutting Jordan Berry, and not just because of the punting, but the holding. If Greg Joseph starts to struggle, you look at what he did with Berry as holder all preseason. The guy was hitting everything. He barely missed in practice. If there starts to be some kind of issue there, if Ryan Wright starts shanking punts left and right, you got a rookie punter. You never know what you're going to get. So I went a little deep here. I went with cutting Jordan Berry. May come back to bite this team in the ass.
Well, yours is better than mine because mine just sucks in general. And it's the same. It's just not adding any offensive tackle depth behind him. I wanted an old season crusty vet back there, and we don't have it. And it still scares me. And I've said it so many times, it's probably becoming annoying.
There you see, you wanted Jeff Christie back.
Jeff Christie, what a find. What a find he was.
He was a find. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. I almost went not getting the new center. That was my other one.
Yeah, I think the center will be addressed here shortly when we're talking about the turns. Let's go with a player who most likely will be replaced by mid-season.
Yeah, I went deep on this one. Let's see how you like it. See how the way you like it, if it feels good to you. I'm gonna go with
Flickr.com.
The veteran cornerback Patrick Peterson. He's up there in age.
Sir.
I'm just saying, you got Andrew Booth Jr., you got Cam Dancer, two young guys. You got Caleb Evans, three young guys who are hungry to prove themselves. You got an aging vet. We haven't seen much of him this preseason. Nothing at all. I know reviews are okay in practices and scrimmages, but eventually you lose a step, and maybe he loses a step this year, and by midseason he's got someone else taking his spot. And
just to be clear, this isn't injury. This is just like getting the hook.
Yep.
All right, fine. I'll give you that. I hope it doesn't happen. I want PP.
I hope so too.
Constantly.
Yeah, I went deep with the PP.
I went easy. It's Cam Bynum, and it's because we have Lewis Seam. So Cam Bynum, they'll find a role with him somewhere, but at some point they're going to have to get old Louis out there, and Hitman ain't going anywhere. So Cam Bynum is just unfortunately in a tough spot.
He is in a tough spot. He'll have to play, and I think he will. I think he'll play. I think it's going to be a lot of mixing anyway. I don't think it's really going to matter who's the second starting safety because I think they're going to rotate quite a bit.
How dare you?
They're going to rotate.
All right, let's go. Let's go to a happy one here. Rookie of the year. Who will be the Vikings Rookie of the Year when all's done?
Go ahead. You can start this one.
Ed Ingram. Boom. Put it down in ink. He is going to be a mauler. What he was going to make when he was drafted. Very, very surprised. Thought it was way early, maybe a round early, and we got Ingram. Like, God damn it! And you know what? Turns out he sounds like he's pretty fantastic, and he's going to hold down that right guard spot. Oh.
Yeah, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy to pick Ed Ingram because I picked him too. Ed Ingram earned the starting job. What was it? 2 weeks into camp, he's basically named the starter. He's going to, unless he gets hurt, he's just going to be a 17-game starter. Get that from a second-round pick. That's huge. He's been grading out well. Guy can pass protect. He can be pretty dominant in the run game. What I like about Ed Ingram is he finds people to hit. After he knocks his man down, he goes and finds somebody else to smack. I hope that play continues for Ed Ingram, and I think he's pretty much a lock to be Vikings Rookie of the Year this year.
A lock? Wow. I like it. And you know what? He didn't just get handed to it. Jesse Davis was here. Jesse Davis isn't like a all-pro guard by any means, but he's definitely proven that he can start in this league. And the fact that they put him out there and say you're a starter that early and just even shipped off Jesse Davis, good job, Ed.
Yeah. Get the hell out of here, Jesse.
Jesse, beat it. Remember when the Steelers gave us a conditional pick for that? I mean, that's a miracle.
Well, I mean,
on this list is like something.
We're both going to be all wrinkly and probably nursing homes. They can finally cash that thing in, but they did get something out of it, which is amazing. All right, let's go to the biggest bust. It could be a draft player, a pick. It could be a free agent signing. Who is from the Vikings? It could be a coach even. Who is the Vikings' biggest bust?
And mine is just a guy that's not going to live up to expectations. He's been here a while, and this is where we're going to clash. I actually have Irv Smith on here, and my reasoning being is I think he is going to be healthy all year. I just don't think he's going to put up the numbers that we're hoping for Irv. I think he's going to be fine, but I think expectations are really high for this guy. And I think with all the mouths to feed on offense, we got 5 running backs, we got all these receivers. I think Irv's just going to have an Irv type year, 30 some catches, and he'll be gone next year.
And that's why his movie is going to be so good, because people like you who doubt him, who
I'm not doubting him. I'm saying
they feed
he's just not going to live up to expectations that I have set for him.
And when he does, he's going to blow you out of the water. Yeah, I mean, he's got an uphill climb definitely in front of him. Not playing at all this preseason. He's got to get implemented in the offense. How are they going to use him? How's it going to work? Find his juju with Kirk Cousins again. So it may be a couple weeks we start seeing him produce. But Irv Smith Jr., it could go one to 2 ways, and I think one's going to be good, one's going to be real bad.
Another got Johnny. Give me that ball.
My biggest bust is, and I feel bad saying this because I was actually a fan of this guy, but it's me, Ross Blacklock, the guy we just acquired. I don't know. I just got this feeling he's going to come in and be what he's been, which is not a very good football player in the NFL. He's been grading out like in the 50s in PFF. I don't know. I want him to be good. I love me some Ross, but I'm afraid he's not going to be very good this year.
Nobody plays hard for the Texans. I already told you. It was a vacation for him. He's coming in fresh legs.
I hope so. He's coming in late. I don't know. We'll see.
Coming in hot. Let's go Offensive Player of the Year.
Lot to choose from here. I had 3 I was really struggling with, but when it all came down to it, I went with Delvin Cook, the running back. Number 4 for the Minnesota Vikings. I think he's going to catch a lot of footballs. I think he's going to score a lot of touchdowns. He's going to rush for a lot of yards. Delvin Cook is going to have himself a season that will make him the Vikings Offensive Player of the Year.
Oh, he sounds like a very well-rounded player.
He is well-rounded. He's be healthy too.
I wanted to overthink this one, and Dalvin Cook is a very good choice, but it's Justin Jefferson. I mean, everything you're hearing, it just sounds even better than what he's been. He had 108 receptions last year, 1,600 yards, 10 touchdowns. I think he tops that. I think he just absolutely explodes all over the place, just like those fellas on Flickr.com.
Flickr. What an app. All right, so let's do the flip side. We went offensive. Let's go Defensive Player of the Year. Who you got?
Brand new Minnesota Vikings, Zadarius Smith, gonna just light shit up. If he can stay healthy, the dude's gonna have 14 plus sacks. Who knows what Danielle Hunter's gonna have, but you're not gonna be able to contain both these guys, and Zadarius is gonna take advantage.
Yeah, I went back and forth between a few guys, but I also settled on Zadarius Smith. I think he's going to have a huge year. You hear what he's doing, some of those practices against the Niners, constantly in the face of the quarterback. He would have had like 6 sacks that one scrimmage. So Zadarius Smith is going to have a huge year. I think it all really depends. Danielle Hunter staying healthy as well. Those two on the field together, it's going to be amazing for the Vikings.
All right, let's. We got stud, turd, and final record. Let's end on a good note. So who's going to be the turd of the year? A guy all year we're just like, damn him. Get him off the field. He's the worst.
Yeah. Every live after game, every post-game live, we always give our studs and turds, and I think this guy's going to probably get it 15 times this year. It's going to be center Garrett Bradbury, if he even plays that much. He's another one that would have been easy to do for a midseason replacement guy, but Garrett Bradbury, the dude can't anchor. I mean, you can't change this. You can't fix this. He is what he is, and on a line that looks better from left to right, he's going to be the weak link, and hopefully it's not enough to cost the Vikings some games.
Yep, big old turd. He's my turd, too. I don't want to talk about Garrett anymore. Garrett, congratulations. Let's go to stud. Who's the stud of the year?
Well, I just went with turd, so you go ahead with stud.
I'm going Captain Kirk. Kirk Cousins is going to be the stud of the year. Not only is he going to have his best season statistically, but we're going to see a whole new Kirk. We're going to see a fired up Kirk, a team leader, everything that he wasn't when Zimmer was here, and I can't wait.
Well, he's got the support of his coaches now, which is something he didn't have. More stuff came out this week just about how toxic and how bad that relationship was. They were ready to beat the shit out of each other after that Lions game. That was definitely true. So Kirk to have that off of him, all the weapons he has, this new offense that's quarterback friendly, yes, he's going to have a huge year. But my stud of the year is Justin Jefferson, basically for everything that you said. What we've been hearing about this guy, it looks even better. I mean, there was talk he's had the best preseason anybody's ever seen. All these practices, how good he's been. Kirk loves feeding him. So I think those two are going to really, really battle us out for start of the year. But I'm excited to see what they can do.
All right, final record. How are the Vikings going to shake out when all is said and done?
Yeah, I've been going back and forth. This is actually my lowest projection I've had for the Vikings. I think they might start out with some growing pains here. The offense never played together in the preseason. The starters never out there. You got guys who have been hurt coming back now. I think it may take them a few games to find their groove, but I had them finishing at 10-7, making the playoffs, and anything can happen from there.
Wow. Yeah, we're close. 11-6. 11-6, bouncing around somewhere in there. And they could shift by a couple games for the good or bad, but 11-6, 10-7, not bad. That sounds like a playoff caliber squad.
It does. It is. It will be. The Vikings will be in the playoffs, and the Vikings, I think they're going to maybe win a game or two. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, wow. I like the squad. I mean, seriously, though, if Zarius Smith and Neil Hunter can stay healthy, all these weapons on offense, what's not to like about this team?
Center isn't. Let us know your predictions. Anything we said, we want to hear it down in the comments. As always, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 8,000 subs. And we'll be back later with it. We got some giveaways to give away. We do. Giveaway show. Always fun to do on a Labor Day. And I think I've used this fact before, but it's so damn good I have to tell it again. Kangaroos have 3 vaginas.